Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner.
I'm Elsie Johnson.
And we are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
A nice fudgy chocolate cake. This is a simple cake. You can do it with a stand mixer, hand mixer, or by hand, whatever you choose. It's very, very easy. It's almost like no fail. So it is also similar to a chocolate mud cake, but it's actually just called a chocolate fudge cake, and it's going to have fudge ganache icing on top. It's a single layer. You do it in a springform pan. So I put a cake round in the bottom of my springform pan, and then you could actually put parchment in if you choose to, and then but we use the flour spray and just sprayed the bottom of the pan that way. So now we're going to get started here. I have melted butter and chocolate chips. I did semi-sweet. You can do semi-sweet, or you can do unsweetened or a bitter chocolate, depending on your flavor of chocolate that you want in your cake. So I'm going to pour in my melted chocolate and
30 minutes, starting now.
Okay. Alright, I got that in there. I'm going to mix in my vanilla. Basically, I'm doing my liquids first, and then at the very end we'll do the hot water. The oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever oil that you want. Let me scrape. Alright, and then my sugar. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, and we'll just mix this up just a minute. Okay, then I'll add in my 2 eggs. This is almost the consistency of a brownie. That's how fudgy it is. And if you're craving something chocolate, usually I crave a brownie, usually. And this will be almost that consistency. Very simple. I mean, honestly. Alright, I have all-purpose flour here. I have hot cocoa powder and baking powder. And I'm going to take my sifter and we'll put it, actually, I'll take my paddle off real quick so I can get right over it. And I'm going to put it right into my sifter. Alright, and I'm just going to sift it right into the mixing bowl here. There's some little clumps that are hardened pieces of flour or cocoa. Don't force the issue. Don't put them in here. Just, there's not enough to, you can see, it's like little clumps. I'm not gonna force the issue. All right, I'm gonna put my paddle back on. I'm gonna slowly mix this till it starts to come together. All right, it's trying to come together. I'm gonna pour my water in. This is 1 cup of hot boiling water. This is gonna be a pretty thin batter. But anytime I've ever had a chocolate cake that was a really rich, moist cake, it has boiling water in it and it's a very thin batter. It will be super moist. Scrape it down and make sure I've got everything. Okay. Here is my springform pan. I'll move all this out of the way. Paddle off again, and then I'm just going to pour this in. You can see it's pretty liquidy. And this will bake at 300 degrees for 1 hour, and test it just like you would any other cake to see if a cake skewer comes out clean or a toothpick comes out clean, then it's done. All right, and we'll tap it just gently. All right, I'm going to put it in the oven now at 300 degrees for 1 hour. And we'll see you in our next video. Hey y'all, I am making the ganache here, and I heated up the chocolate chips and the heavy cream in the microwave. So now I'm just stirring it until all of it is melted and comes together here. And then after I do that, then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it firm up about 1 to 2 hours. I'll check it at 1 hour and see how it looks, but it needs to be like the consistency of peanut butter. So that it's more of a frosting texture so that I can spread it on the chocolate fudge cake. So I'm thinking this looks pretty good. Just about ready to put it in the refrigerator and let it finish firming up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the refrigerator, and then when it finishes thickening up, then I'll be back and I'll ice the cake with it. So we'll be back shortly. Hey y'all, I am back. I'm fixing to ice this fudge chocolate cake with some fudge icing. So I'm going to pour this is more of a ganache, which is kind of more loose. So I'm going to spread this around and then coat the sides as best as I can. But the cake is fully cooked. just gonna let this dry, and then we will serve it with our meal tonight. We'll see you in our next video.
Hi, I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie. We're two sisters Southern cooking.
And we thank you for visiting our page. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.